Good morning, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to show you the top 3 bypass tools, paid versions that I know of that can help you get cellular or untethered state for your iCloud lock devices under iOS 12.2 up to iOS 12.5.1. Do take note that this would still require checkra1n jailbreak before you can actually use the tools, and those instructions are actually also provided by these online sellers. Before we actually start, I'd like to give some disclaimers. I will not be responsible for any harm or damage to your device due to transactions that you do with these websites, or any harm or damage to your confidential account information that may be extracted by these tools if there is any, misinformation or misunderstanding around the video or between you and the sellers of these online services. I will also not be responsible for any loss of money due to unsuccessful bypass. If you are good with this, then you can go ahead and watch this video. So in this video, I have here 3 of that list in my list. I haven't tested them myself, so please do know to do this at your own risk and try it at your own risk. So the first one here is XActivator. So their website is basically available here. So that's https://ctabuyo.com. So you will need to create an ID, and at the same time you will need to pay for these services. Please note that most of these sellers do not offer refunds, so please read any clauses or stipulations on their websites, especially for Fearain Premium. He is clearly stating it in his website that he does not offer refunds for these services. Please do take note that when you are transacting, you have to check and double or triple check that your device is compatible with the bypass services. So take for example this one here, the iPhone 7. So for the iPhone 7, it says $25 for the GSM version. So make sure that you understand the difference between the GSM and you know how to check it. So to give you a little help on that one, if you're at the activation setup and you go to the hello screen and you press that small eye icon, you will actually see this information on your screen. For those global versions, you will see Imei ID there and also an Imei ID. That means to say that yours is not just a GSM version but a global version which supports both GSM and CDMA. That also means that your device is not supported for these bypass procedure. If you are on a GSM device, which is this one here, that should show you an Imei ID only, but not the Imei ID. So please do take note of those differences. Research first before you go ahead and pay for these services. Another way to check it is by going into your settings, then going to general, and then hit about, and then checking if you have there the Imei ID and also the Imei ID. So for this one here, normally the Imei ID is somewhere here or anywhere in this information, but in this case it does not show that, which means this is a GSM version since it does not have an Imei ID number. Another way you can do that is you can actually go to certain websites that would show you if you are on a GSM version or if you are on a global version, and that would actually be by going to check imei.info. So going back to these tools, guys, so you need to pay for these services and they will have here links for their actual tools. So in this one, the XActivator, which I also downloaded for this tutorial. So you can see here that you will need to log in first, which means you will need to pay first for the services before you can actually transact. So if you connect the device, it should show that it's no longer grayed out. So it goes the same for Fearain. Number 2 example here that I have is Fearain. Currently the website is down, so I don't have anything to show for you, but it's typically the same as the third one as well, which is the iREMOVE tools. So if we check the iREMOVE tools in their website, guys, so this is iREMOVE.tools, https iREMOVE.tools. So Apple Tech 752 also featured this and tested it himself, and it seemed to really work. just to make sure that you know what you're doing, you have to read everything in here and all that is being stipulated. They are clearly stating what sort of models that they support, and these are actually the GSM modules. So make sure that you read on them and not just go ahead and make a decision to pay without reading all of it. For iREMOVE tools, similar to Fearain as well, they would show the phone models that are being supported, and it's also clearly stating how much is the price for the one with signal and without signal. So go ahead and read it and read everything before you do the download of the software. That's it, guys. I have shown you the examples for these paid bypass tools. Hope this helps, and do make sure that you read everything before you do any transaction. So let's recap what you need to check when purchasing paid bypass tools. Number one is you need to understand and know how to jailbreak. Number two is you have to check if you have a compatible GSM device or no Imei ID device. Number three, some passcode disabled device can support Imei ID or global models, but not all. Number four, check payment terms and check for no refund policies. If you're okay with that, go ahead and make those purchases. So that's it, everyone. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video.
We dance.